Hi, welcome to the Average Joe podcast. I'm your host here, Joe, and today we're talking who is guiding the young women out here, because I think we're all lost, or we're all on this journey to self-discovery. And so that's what my channel is going to be about. I'm a single woman out here trying to find a husband, trying to, get more in tune with my femininity, trying to, build better relationships with my female friends and male friends. And so this channel's here for all of us out here who are just trying to find ourselves and trying to find a husband too along the way. So please stay in tune with this journey with me, because it's going to be a fun one. And I think starting off my channel, I think I should get into this topic today. Today's topic is who is guiding the young women out here? Who's guiding us? Because I just feel that we're a little lost and we're all just kind of like searching for answers here, there, and everywhere, and we are just lost, confused, delusional, just crazy out here. I'm saying this for myself and like a lot of the experiences like I kind of see around me, just because I think I grew up in a 2-parent household, but I don't think that's not necessarily exactly what I want. Like I definitely want the 2-parent household, but like my parents' relationship, like they cool, but like I want a little bit more. And I don't think, growing up, I saw like the most healthy relationship or relationships, like not even just in my family, like in my family and the community and within my friend group. Like I just never saw something that was like healthy and something to actually really aspire to. And even just like throughout the college years and post-college, I'm just looking back, kind of like a little bit of a reflection, like, okay, whoa, I've never seen anything where I could be like, okay, that's healthy, that's good, that's not something that's toxic. That's something I can aspire to, we should aspire to. Besides the ones you see on TV and those like kind of a little bit of a far-fetched reality, you kind of want something a little bit closer to home so it feels more real. Something that you can actually be like, okay, I look and I know, them. And it wasn't until like I was like 23, 24, 25-ish, 25, honestly, to where it all like kind of like I saw something up healthy, and then it all started to click. And I looked at it like, okay, it was me. It was a lot of me, because like I just didn't know any better. I was out here just a little bit lost, just a little confused, not in tune with my femininity, not in tune with understanding how guys think, and understanding how to operate in a relationship, how to be domesticated, all those things like I didn't care or focus on. So I was just kind of coasting through. And then when you when you really do hit that 25 and that block hits you and you're like, oh, whoa, okay, it's all starting to settle in, you do see a couple people around you, start getting into like marriages or, like real relationships. You're like, okay, whoa, what's going on? And you start to kind of reflect on yourself. And then that's where I kind of really started this, like kind of figuring myself out. And I'd say within the last like year, the pandemic honestly like kind of like expedited it, or, I really started taking it really serious, and really, because you really only have time to yourself. So it's like kind of figuring out a lot of yourself. And it's been honestly truly helpful, just because like I don't think I was understanding of how I even come across in a relationships. And it's like, are you ready? And I'm like, did I have the big sisters to kind of coach me? Because like people went through these things. I have 30, 31, 32-year-old friends or cousins or sisters. And I'm like, well, you knew better. And how come you didn't coach me to know better? And it's seemingly, and it's like, can a single woman help a single woman kind of thing? Or do you have to go to the married woman? Because like, can we help each other? Honestly, I don't know. But also too, it's like, you can't help each other if you know better. I don't think we know better. We have examples. Also, two people are, significantly holding a little bit of bitterness, and I'm just kind of reaching out and kind of comment below and let me know. Also like and subscribe if you had people kind of coaching you, like a life coach per se, because like I tell you now, I have a life coach who's kind of guiding me through, I'm letting, like, I'll let know, like, hey, this kind of person, like, they'll just let you know, like, it's just not, like, look at the kind of person you are and look at, who they are. Is it going to match? And you don't have time to waste, sweetie. I'm 26, 27 is knocking right on my door, 30 is right around the corner. And I talk about this like got no time to waste or anything, because there really isn't. Like, I remember talking to a gentleman, and one day, like, he sat me down. We were just talking, like, all fun, cool conversations. Like, we were good about that. And he, like, pulled up his phone and was like, no, this is the kind of woman, like, I'm going to marry. Like, he was like, oh, I think we've been talking and, making my girlfriend soon. And, like, I think, like, yeah, this is the kind of woman I want to marry. And imagine you sitting right there and you're like, what's wrong with me, And to look at the person and know that that's not you. You're never that person, and that you kind of wasted your time, even, and you should have known. You knew better. But you still were kind of living in a little bit of a delusion. And, like, how awkward and time consuming that is, because you don't have 6-7 months. Like, 6-7 months, I'll be 27. Another 6-7 months, 8 months from there, I'll be 28. Like, I don't have that kind of time to keep wasting. So it's like, I kind of wish that, like, the older women out there kind of give a little bit more advice and kind of guide women and kind of mentor. And if you are mentoring, don't sing this sad song of, oh, men ain't ish, and, oh, don't sing that bitter, scorned, sorrowful woman, tune. I'd hope that you're out here really, like, I'd hope you want to let us know, like, focus on yourself, get in tune with yourself. Hey, go to these kinds of places, because, we need to know, get out of these kind of places, go here. These are where you're going to meet the kind of man that you're really looking for. Or, hey, let me introduce you to somebody I know that's a good guy. Like, kind of being that, like, that source, because, I think a lot of us are out here lost. And I hate to bring up Kevin, but he does say it's like, what is it, like 75% of women are out here, like, single? And it's like, why are so many of us single? What's going on? We're beautiful. We're, educated. We're, get domesticated, all these things. So like, there's something about us that's still keeping us single. So it's like, you've been through the trials and tribulations, so let us know. And, like, that will help us grow and as a community, because we do need the 2-family nuclear households. We do need more of those. We do need more people in relationships. We do need more marriages. We need more, households with kids, and, like, all of that growing together. We do need that. And I'm kind of now trying to put myself in the position, to not coach, but just, like, I don't want to, don't look up to me. Like, I'll just be telling you my mistakes. Like, don't go out there and the first guy you see, wait till the whole team comes up. Okay, look, just joking. But, don't keep putting yourself in certain kind of positions, or keep operating around the same circle of guys and then just keep bouncing from one to the other and thinking the results will change. Branch out, out of your comfort zone even, date longer. Don't, take pride in yourself, and don't give up yourself so easily. I'm just like, I'm telling them, like, oh, you're dating that kind of guy. Oh, it's this, certain guys like certain kinds of things. Like, if you're dating, like, a Nigerian guy, like, they like certain kinds of things. They like their women to be a certain kind of way, because their mom, especially the kind of especially depending upon what background he came from, their parents, the household, they're going to want their woman to be a certain kind of way. So if you are not even like that, they'll never take you home. French guys, they're super particular. They're super neat freaks. There's certain things. So, like, hey, you need to know that, and certain guys will only will only turn around and marry certain kinds of women. So it's like, you need to know that. So it's like, well, you're getting into something, why even waste 6-8 months, a year, 2 years? I told somebody who's like, yo, like, this guy isn't going to date or marry this guy. Like, he was a Nigerian guy, and she was an islander, and the guy kind of, like, didn't make it very discreet, but a friend of hers had told her that, hey, like, no, this guy, like, he's most likely going to marry a Nigerian woman. So, and you're not even remotely any type of that traditional type of woman. So don't even waste your time. But she chose to waste her time. And it's like, well, but he kind of told you were kind of warned. So it's like, why did you even waste that time? So it's like, I wish more women would be more honest with, with themselves, and more women be honest to other women. Like, hey, look, you don't, that outfit's not flattering, and men won't like that. And also men too, be honest with women. And, I'm getting on YouTube, and I've been following, getting onto different channels and hearing different women speak and everything. And I've been very happy about the ones that are very in tune with their femininity and the power it can exhume and everything, and so that you are able to find this quote unquote high value man, because that's what we're all looking for. I just like hope to be a reference point, and also a coach a cautionary tale, and a coach to other people to like, hey, I did A, B, and C. I could dated someone and didn't get get the seriousness, or get the title, or I wasted my time, or I put myself in this position with 1, 2, or dated it's too much, or whatever. Like I don't mind being that reference point, because like I want the future generations of women to not be in the same predicament as the women are today. I'd hope they are more well-versed, more well-rounded, more self-aware, more, precaution to how it really is out here. I, wonder why I was overweight. And I wish that my mom or my sister or somebody really like, my mom said it, but she was kind of a little rude a little bit, but I placed so much value in and the confidence that when you get to a better version of yourself, how you will feel, how much healthier you are. You're like, and confidence, it's so key, because like they can see, they can smell it on you. And when you're insecure, you're not a confident woman, like they don't want that, or they'll turn around and they'll just use you, and you'll be their doormat, and you don't you don't know those things. And I wish this guidance, even for me now, I'm realizing like, being the fun girl or the friendly or the home girl, that's not flattering. That's not okay. Like I literally went out, it was a guys and girls brunch. And at the beginning of it, never met these guys before. And I was like, hey, what do you guys think about the funny girl? And they were like, oh, one guy was like, oh no, like it's cool, it's fun. Like, oh yeah, who want a girl who's funny? And one guy was like, absolutely not. Nope, no way, Jose. Like, nope, I'm like looking for the quiet girl, like who's in the thing, like so I can sit down, study her and watch an approach. Like I'm not looking for the loud one. And by the end of the day, of course, I'm that funny girl. I had made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 too many. And they both were like, oh no. We were, they were like, oh no, like you're too funny, like I'll get too jealous, and you'll make like some dude would be like laughing too hard. I'll be like, why are you laughing too much? But that was just a little bit of a cautionary tale to me, to be like, maybe tone down a little bit, because it's not attractive. Even as beautiful as you could be, or as well dressed, or whatever as you could be, that's just not an attractive quality. They're gonna be looking for this type of woman. This is the kind of woman they marry. And also too, it's like, okay, maybe a little bit of a first impression. Like that's maybe something you could bring along the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth time you're meeting somebody, so that it can grow on people. You don't have to, like I didn't have to be the funny girl, the one that's all in your face, or the one who's always doing the most. Like that's also something. And I did that so much also, as a coping mechanism, because like, oh, I didn't feel as pretty as the other girls that were there, and so I'm just gonna talk over everybody and make jokes and be that girl. And now they told me, and then my other female friend, my married friends, they've been very good at this. They've been telling, like they were the ones that, again, like the hair. Oh yeah, no, fix the hair. Gotta fix the hair, that afro, that what's going on. You see in the other videos. Yeah, no, it's not working out, sweetie. Tone that out. Oh, the makeup. Yeah, figure it out. Yeah, watch YouTube. Whatever it is, figure it out. I'm happy that I've now have a reference point. And they're a good reference point because, they are married women. They, one of them was like, no, when I came, I was like when I was looking for a husband. So what should I dating dudes? Like, no, I'm looking for a husband. So like, is this even okay? That's not what you're looking for. Okay, but so she didn't even waste her time, and that's good advice. And I'm like, it came into this then comes. I was 25, 26 years old, and I'm like, okay, but who's telling the 18-year-old, 19, 20-year-old, who's talking to them, telling them how to position themselves? Because things do come back, and that whole phase that you thought was just a little phase and it was just okay and it was just cool, it does come back, and it does come to kind of haunt you because those first impressions last forever. And these men talk too, girls. Oh my God. They talk, and they all know each other, and that they all know each other now. And then you didn't know, or when you were going through your little phase or those things that's like, cautionary tales. Somebody tells people, they tell these young girls, don't go through the whole phase. It's not worth it. I promise you. It's not. It's not. And the women who and what woman would tell you to go sleep around and that's going to be the answer to your problems? No, the answer to your problems is some therapy, some time in the gym, pick up some extra hours at work, start a business or something, take care of your kids, something else besides walking around and sleeping with Jack and Jill Dan, Joseph, Brandon, and Amal, or you out here in the African community, you fucking with Ike, Igwe, and this one and the other. And it just, when it comes back full circle, that's not the girl they're gonna marry. And whether you're in Texas or you're in Maryland or you're in Atlanta or wherever you are, it does follow, because there's somebody who knows. And I just cautionary tale, ladies. So this episode is really about giving advice to young women, giving good advice. Because single women, we're not here to just bash men and say they're they're awful, they waste women's time, all this and that and the other. No. We're here to guide women on how to be better versions of ourselves so that we can attract the right kind of guy. And that when he's with us, when we find him, we know how to keep him. We are mentally, physically, emotionally available to accept that, because ladies, oh God, it's a journey out here, okay? And, the young women out here, again, I'm 26, so, the women who are younger, please watch this and learn, get out there and focus on yourself, focus on building healthy relationships with men and with women, get yourself educated, and tap into your femininity. Now I'm looking at myself, I'm oh my God, it's like a 360 look, and I'm oh, it's only going to keep getting better, and how much confident I feel. So it's ladies, get into that, because that's where the magic really lies. And now I'm okay, now I can say to myself with full confidence, okay, now I'm kind of really ready to snag me a husband out here, but I need to know places to go, because they're not in the club, okay? They are somewhere else besides the club. And also, I say that we should look at advice, but don't also let single women keep you single, okay? Because the goal out here is to get somebody to put a ring on it. And not that marriage is gonna be the end all happiness and all of that. The real goal, again, of this channel and everything is to find the confidence and everything within you, so that when you are in a relationship, you find that relationship and everything. It's the two magicals coming together to really build something. So yes, ladies. So this episode is for the older women out there. Come on, give us some young ladies advice, give us some cautionary tales, tell us how to operate out here so that we can find ourselves, our baller shot caller. And to the young women out there, this episode is for you to get out there and start focusing on yourselves. And then put yourselves in the position and take the cautionary tales of the older women, see them out there, and don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Learn now. Okay? Of the Average Joe podcast. Again, I'm your host here, Joe, and looking forward to seeing you guys again.